Hey guys, today we're going to be learning about the derivative of an inverse trig function. So first, what you want to do is draw a triangle out. So simple right triangle. We'll call that the right angle. So we do know that sine of x equals y, right? It's a generalized thing. So when you want to find the inverse of a function, you want to switch the x and y values. So then what you want to do is the inverse would be sine of y equals x. And you want to plot that on the triangle so it's easier to visualize. So we have the angle would be y, and you want the sine of y to equal x. So as we know that sine is opposite of our hypotenuse, so the opposite would have to equal x, and the hypotenuse is 1. And using Pythagorean theorem, you know that the base is the square root of 1 minus x squared. So now to find the derivative of this function, what you want to do is obviously take the derivative. So we get here, and you should know with previous knowledge that the derivative of sine is cosine. And since it's chain rule, you also that it has to be multiplied by y prime, and derivative of x equals 1. And so solving for y prime, you get 1 over cosine y. And since we want a value, we go back into the triangle and solve for what cosine y is. So looking at the triangle here, we see that if this is y, cosine is the adjacent over hypotenuse. So we know that the cosine of y is the square root of 1 minus x squared over 1. So it'd be 1 over square root of 1 minus x squared over 1, which just simplifies to 1 over the square root of 1 minus x squared. And that's what you get for the derivative of a sine function. Helpful hint, the derivative of the cosine function is just the negative value of that. So let's do another example. Let's do the inverse sine of not the inverse sine, the derivative of the inverse tangent. So let's draw our triangle here again. So we know that tangent of x equals y. And to find the inverse, switch the x and y, so it would be tangent of y equals x. And so let's create our angle y again here. And we want that to equal x, and knowing tangent, it's opposite over adjacent. So it would be x over 1. And using Pythagorean theorem again, we know that the hypotenuse is square root of 1 plus x squared. And so we just go on to find the derivative. So again, using previous knowledge, we know the derivative of tangent is secant squared times y prime. And derivative of x is 1 again. So we have here y prime equals 1 over secant squared y. And we go back into the triangle to see what secant squared y is. So we have here, and secant is hypotenuse over adjacent. So it would be 1 over x squared square root of 1 plus x squared over the adjacent, which is 1, and since it was secant squared, we have to square the whole entire thing, and then final, you would get 1 over 1 plus x squared. And there you have it for the derivative of the inverse tangent of x. Alright, thank you guys. See you next time.